Cheyenne and I were talking about that song before the service and talking about how we always have to interpret it. God is watching us from a distance. When we teach so much that God is right here, right now within us. And your words, tell me your words again. That which is God is watching all things from a bird's eye view.
Like seeing the bigger picture.
Seeing the bigger picture.
Not like separate, but like.
Not separate.
Seeing all the bad as part of the good.
You want to come give my talk because you can do it really, really well. But do you get that? It's the yes and. The immanent and the eminent. The within and the without. It's all one. It's all one presence, one power. And the point is that we are never, even if you think you're hiding away in your closet being a hermit, you are still not absent from the universe. The vibrational force of that majestic mystery that many of us call God is always present, always pulsating. Right here, right now. This week, we celebrate Thanksgiving. And that's another little moment for interpretation. As we take what Thanksgiving in the United States has become, a moment to come together and be in gratitude with friends and family or just with yourself, to celebrate abundance and life and health and wisdom. And at the same time, I always feel that it's important that we remember the roots of what got us here. And so let us take a moment to celebrate the indigenous people of this continent. The stories that we learned about Thanksgiving, let me make it about me. I don't know what you learned, but the stories that I learned about Thanksgiving in school as I was growing up was not the real story. And I didn't know that for decades. But once you know that there was immediate harm done, you can't unforget that. And so for that, as we come into that awareness, we can also be grateful that we have the ability to learn new lessons, that we have the ability to awaken our hearts and our minds to a fuller understanding of love and move forward to find equity in the world, to be a part of learning, living, and sharing gratitude, generosity, compassion, all of those wonderful, beautiful life lessons. I use John Rodell quite a bit because his poetry is just so spot on. My love, I know I haven't been okay for a long time. It felt like I had lost my way forward. But that wasn't it. I just lost the why I am here. I will chase it again, don't worry. I will be me again soon. Love, John Rodell. Isn't that a beautiful sentiment? Any of you kind of feel that way? Just at different times in your life? It's like, oh man, something's not okay here. something feels amiss. It felt like I had lost my way forward, but we just lost the why I am here. In those moments when we get into a place of either fear or sadness, or put whatever adjective word you want to put in there, to take a moment and recenter and go, okay, why am I here? What am I bringing to this vibratory field? Where is my center? How can I reconnect to my center? During our time of meditation just a few minutes ago, I'm standing here leading you in meditation and holding the space, and while I'm holding the space and being mindful, I'm very mindful that I am like, whoa, 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 all over the place. And it was like, oh, okay, that's cute. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. There's a practice in contemplative meditation. I can't remember which teacher that I learned it from. It might have been Father Thomas Keating. But you pretend, you imagine in your meditation that you're sitting on a riverbank and you're watching the river. And on the river there are boats just gently floating by. And as you're sitting on the riverbank, you notice the boats, but you don't go get in the boat. You just allow yourself to be aware that the boats are going by. You just allow yourself to be aware that the thoughts are floating by. And you very gently bring yourself back to the riverbank, back into the present moment. Oh, why am I here? Why am I here? Seek ye first the kingdom of God and God's righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Alleluia, alleluia. Matthew 6:33. Jesus tells us, seek ye first the kingdom of God. Not later after you're finished being angry.
Or cleaning your house.
Or later after you're finished being afraid. But right now, in this moment, seek ye first. Any time that you can remember I talk a lot about remembering to remember. First, we have to remember. So we have to remember that we are one with that one presence and one power. And we have to remember that that divinity is who we are. And that in every interaction that we have in the world, we're making a difference in someone's life, whether it be our own, or if we're interacting out into the world, our vibratory field affects everyone that we come in contact with. I have had opportunities lately to be aware of that. And if you just think about yourself for a moment, how do you show up in the world? It's something I am coming to understand more and more, that it is something to pay attention to. Who are you taking with you when you walk out the door? Are you taking your present self? Or are you taking your distracted self that has 10 different things on your to-do list that you want to get done in the next 2 hours? Which one comes out into the world with a calmer energy field surrounding them? Just paying attention to who and how we are out into the world. We don't want to seek it later. We don't want to seek it when it's convenient. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. Let that be your mantra, if that works for you. I am now in the presence and living as that one presence and one power. We are such powerful human beings. Jane Goodall, who, as you know, passed just within the last month or 6 weeks or so. At her funeral, Leonardo DiCaprio said this: "She reminded us that change begins with compassion and that humanity is our greatest tool." Isn't that beautiful? Change begins with compassion and that humanity is our greatest tool. When we can remember that, then we show up within our own lives towards our own individual being and then out in the world to others, being kinder and gentler and being able to, from that bird's eye view, see the good in all things. And if you see things that aren't feeling so good and being so good, to take a step back and again, why am I here? How can I serve? What can I do in this moment to bring light and love to any situation, even if it's on the other side of the planet? Who you are when you think about that situation makes a difference. It's who you are. Your vibratory field is that strong. Live seeking the kingdom first, not the kingdom of accomplishment or approval, but the kingdom of God within you. Live remembering your oneness. Look into the eyes of others, human, animal, tree, river, and see that same light shining back. A month ago yesterday, one of my former brother-in-laws passed from this earthly realm. And he was a big bear of a guy. His name was Mike. And my former husband's youngest brother and his wife posted yesterday, "Today was a day of so many emotions since Mike passed 1 month ago today, and today is my 70th birthday without him by my side." So my sister-in-law is celebrating her 70th birthday 1 month after losing her husband. Mike was an organ donor, and his eyes were able to be transplanted to live on and give someone the gift of sight with his beautiful glistening eyes. When he would laugh and smile, he would just light up. Today, when I went to the post office, there in the mail was a special letter and this medallion to our family, thanking us for his priceless gift of sight for a donor. What a miracle he gave someone. What a gift I got today on my birthday. Thank you, Mike. We signed those donor things. How many of you are donors? Many of us, I imagine. Never thinking, oh, maybe one day that'll actually kick into place. Be mindful, be intentional. Someone else today is able to see. There are so many ways to be grateful. There are so many ways to make a difference. Seek ye first the kingdom. Seek ye first the knowing that life is amazing, even with so much distraction. It is still amazing. Another John Rodell. How terribly strange it is that we keep debating who deserves a meal, while the trees keep giving fruit to anyone who wanders by. A full stomach shouldn't depend on luck. Oh, my love, let us be less like bureaucrats and more like banana trees.
That's a good one.
I invite us into being that banana tree. Live like the banana trees. Give because it is your joy to give. Share because nothing real can be taken from you. Let compassion lead your choices, your words, your presence. Someone, I heard, it was historian Joanna Friedman, make the comment this week that in New York City with the mayoral election, and there were many very wealthy people who were not in favor of the direction that the election was going. And she said, she goes, it's like they were going, oh no, we have to share. That's how the behavior presents itself sometimes, right? But when we can step back into that place of seek ye first the kingdom of God, when we can step back out of our humanness and into our godliness, then our hearts open. And we can take another view. We can remember one more time that every single person is a part of the whole. And the more we share, the more we give away, the more we have to share. That beautiful principle of circulation. I think it's Edwin Gaines who always says, you cannot outgive God. You can't outgive God. Let compassion lead your choices, your words, your presence. Live knowing your why. You are here to express divine love in ways only you can express it. Live in gratitude, live in generosity. This is how heaven is made visible on earth. I'm not going to be able to remember exactly the words that we say, but every Tuesday in prayer group, one of our prayers of knowing is that everyone is awakening to the presence of love and generosity and gratitude. We hold that intention and that vision for all beings. Anything less is really, it's just coming from fear. So anytime you feel your heart get small or your voice get tight, ask yourself, is there something right now in this moment that I'm afraid of? Now, you may not be afraid for your life, but it may be threatening some perceived value system that you have long ago outgrown. We are told there are only two emotions, love and fear. And so let us open up. Let us open up to love. So, as we close, I want to share with you what we at Unity Merced do. We are a tithing ministry. Unity of Merced, the board meets once a month, and we donate to where Unity of Merced is spiritually fed. We donate or tithe, whatever word you choose, back out into the universe. And that is to Unity organizations. And for the last several years, we have been donating to the United Methodist Church of Merced food pantry. I'm pointing over there because they're over there. But we donate. You donate every month to the food pantry. For the month for October, we gave a lion's share of it to the food pantry. For November and December, we're giving 100% of our 10% of our monthly income to the United Methodist Church food pantry. So I want you to know that. We are doing that in gratitude to you. And we are following spiritual principle. The other thing that we're doing, let me see if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it. On December 21st, and I wanted to get the name right, at 11, so I won't be able to go over to Applegate Park and be a part of it. But there is a coalition here in town who, I forget what Gloria said their name is, but it's the Committee on Homelessness. And every year, this group of people hold a memorial service for the homeless, the unhoused people that have passed throughout the year. And they do this, every year they do this. And at that time, while because they know the people, and they know the names of the people, and many of these people choose not to live in shelters, we know that, but nevertheless, they are humans. They're our brothers and sisters. And people come together to honor them. And what they also do during this time, it's December 21st, which is a Sunday, it's our Christmas candlelight service, and they also are holding it at 11 a.m. So we're not able to attend. But Gloria Sandoval said that one of the things that Unity Merced is doing, this decision was made on Friday, that we are one of the, Unity of Merced is one of the sponsoring ministries for that. And Gloria said that they are accepting fruit from our fruit trees. So if any of you have fruit that will be excess fruit, that'll be available at that time, if you can bring it over to me, I will make sure that it gets over to them. Our tangerine tree is full of tangerines, and at some point in time I'll be asking somebody to help pick those tangerines so that we can take them, because what is happening is it is not only the homeless that show up for this ceremony, it is unfed people from our community. So I invite you to join me in honoring this process and being there in whatever way we can to remember our why. Why are we here? We are here to remember, to seek ye first, and to be loving and kind and generous human beings. Remember who you are, and remember why you are. And so it is. And so as we take our tithes and love offerings into our hands and our hearts, and Cheyenne begins to get ready to play for us, we affirm together, as I experience the awakening of divine consciousness, I offer this gift in celebration and thanksgiving.